Yeah, no worries. Just Mr. Cow, or Mrs. Cow actually, chilling on the trail, drinking some water. I'm going to get my own water, and then we'll keep going up the trail that way. Yep. How's that sound? Good? Sweet. All right, we've made our way across the valley. We're now getting to the north side, where we're going to climb those hills up ahead of me. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful climb, especially since pretty much all those hills have cliffs on them. And I got to get above the cliff somehow. So I imagine they're going to weave and wag and put me on a ridge again, or on a cliff ledge, which is always a good scenic opportunity. There's some clouds today, no real buildups yet of thunderstorms, though I know there were some forecasts that were predicting it. I think it's just going to be a warm and occasionally cloudy day. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Oh yeah, good views. I imagine I'm going to go up kind of that hillside right there and make my way through the saddle, the low point. It's cool, all the red rock off in the distance too. Alright, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, day 32. Just got onto a road and I left that water source that I just showed you. Yeah, I just had a 12-mile carry that I was skimping on water. I only took 2 liters. I probably should have taken more like 2.5, 3 because of the uphills. And I did the uphills in the heat of the day also, which wasn't the smartest of moves. I had a little bit of a heat headache and had to take a few breaks, which there was a sweet CDT shelter or lean-to or covering with a nice rock to sit on, so I sat on that for a little bit, and then it was 2 miles to this water source where I drank like 3/4 of a liter. I also made some ramen. I'm now carrying just a little over a liter, and that should last me the last 5 miles of the day to wherever I'm going to camp. Wherever I'm going to camp, I'm expecting there to be water because I'll be walking along a stream. I think once I get off this road, which won't last too long, maybe a couple miles, but good day. I've seen a couple people on horseback, a couple day hikers, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Someone stopped by in their car to see what the trail was all about. And that, haven't seen too many people. And yeah, I think it's starting to mess with my mind a little bit. It's weird because, like, real talk, I notice that when I'm around hikers or in town or around tons of people, I want to be out here kind of back by myself, and then when I'm by myself, I'm like, where are all the people? So it gets a little lonely. Sometimes it'd be nice to talk to someone, or just know that there's someone else present doing the same thing. There's a trail register that I count like 26 people ahead of me. At least the people that signed, I'm expecting that's more like 35 to 40. And I know there's a bunch of people behind me, so there's people around. I just gotta enjoy the solitude while I have it, because it may not always be here, and I'm sure at some point I'll want it back. So just gotta take it for what it is. Fortunately, we have beautiful weather. Not too much stress going on in my life right now, other than still have like 5 days of food. This will be the last short day I do, and by short, less than 22 miles. I'm expecting tomorrow, probably until Cumbres Pass, I'll start picking it up to 24 or 25 miles a day as the pack gets lighter. I do have a long water carry tomorrow too, so kind of incentivizes me to get through the whole section of dry land walking, I like to say, in one go, so I don't have to dry camp and carry the water for that. But yeah, feeling better, and I like this meadow. It's so sweet. Imagine having like a little cabin out here. I'm sure it gets gnarly in the winter. I'm up here at like 8,200 feet or so. Yeah, there's a breeze, which is nice. It's a warm day, probably 80 degrees, and then obviously hotter in the sun, plus decently steep climbs. And I did them during the heat of the day. So good. All right, onward, here we go. Yeah, that's a good view. We've entered the Chama River Canyon wilderness. There's a sign a little ways back. Just imagine I'll be walking through that area tomorrow morning. Maybe a little bit tonight. The lighting's really good. It's sunset time. And I'm in camp. That's my setup. Everything's made up. And I'm on top of a little buff here. I don't know if that comes through very well on the camera, but stream down below. And I am gonna go eat some food. Oh, there's the nice glow. All right, into day 32.